everybody's getting ready to get through the holiday season and revamp their finances. That's always like a big thing that comes up with New Year's resolutions. So I want to help you prepare by looking at how you use credit cards. There are some good ways to use credit cards, and obviously there are some bad ones. So let's dive in. Some of the problem areas that people see with dealing with credit cards is they run them up. The interest rates are sky high. They've never been so high as they are now. And they're honestly out of control. They're in the 20% range in a lot of them. And even people with good credit, they want 19%, 20%. There are no decent arrangements for dealing with balances due on credit cards anymore. Also, the big problem that we have is we're getting out of control with all the little dangling things on the ends of credit cards. Reward programs. Vendors. Now you're going out and you're seeing that vendors are charging the end user for credit card fees. They're pushing those all the way through to the end user. So not only are you using the credit card and having to deal with interest charges and the internal fees, but you may also be paying a vendor to use the credit card. So that's costing you an additional 3 or 4%. So the use of credit cards is really troubling when it comes to using them for both business and personal in a lot of cases if you are carrying a balance. The other really big piece of this now is dues, like membership fees to have that credit card. So people are paying $100 here, $500 for some of the more exclusive credit cards. I'll talk about those too. And they're paying these big fees just to have it. So credit card companies are pulling more money out of your pocket faster than they ever have. So let's dive into the types of credit cards you have. So you got your Visa, MasterCard. We've had those forever. Amex. Yeah, we got Amex. We got Discover. Still Discover. I kind of jot that one off the list because not many places really talk about accepting it. People accept it probably, but I think its time has come and gone a little, and I don't really see the benefit in it. Amex. I used to love to use Amex because it was very easy to use. Amex was good to their business owners and really kind of took care of the troubleshooting and problem-solving issues that you used to run into. Yeah, me and Amex had a falling out a while back, and I've heard a lot of people have trouble with it. Also, the big problem is that Amex is charging higher percentages than the Visa MasterCard of the people who accept the credit cards. So now less and less vendors are accepting credit cards. They've moved on and they're saying no more Amex. So that was always a pain. So I'm going to take Amex out of the equation. And I'll mention one other thing I don't like. Amex thinks they're still living in this exclusive zone. So they may want $100, $500, are you going to get the black card, the silver card, the gold card, whatever those are? I'm going to tell you flat out, set your ego aside and stop worrying about that. They all swipe exactly the same. So don't pay extra money for those things. They really don't have benefits of the bells and whistles that are going to pay you to use them at those high fees. Next, let's talk rewards. All right, I'm tired of rewards. People are all excited about travel rewards and benefits and airport lounges and free airplane tickets and discounted concert tickets, and now even cash back. I think you're all a racket. Folks, you're all paying for it, one way or the other. So give up on the travel, stop paying them $500 a year, and boom, you got your free airfare for the year, okay? You got a free plane ticket if you just stop paying Amex $500 to get that card, all right? What are the true benefits? The benefits are discounts, and people aren't counting all the costs that they pay to get those discounts. Just lower your costs and pay for full price if that's what it takes. Those discounts are getting paid for one way or the other. And lastly, cash back. All right, right now, I'll tell you, if the choice is between travel discounts or cash back, take the cash all day long. That's what I do. I personally take the 1.5–2% cash back on my credit card, and I get a good bit of money back. But honestly, I think we need to go to a system where we give all that up. Again, I've been talking about systems that are old and outdated, and this is one of them. Burn it down. Let's start over again. Give me a decent credit card that maybe it's no fee. Okay, here's my dream. No fee. You give me the credit card, I'll use it. I'm going to pay off my balance each and every month. But don't feel bad for the credit card provider. They're still making merchant fees. They're still making that interchange fee behind the scenes, and that is a ton of money, folks. If every time you spend a dollar, they're getting 3 or 4 cents, there's a lot of dollars being spent, and they're making plenty of money. Also, I'm not for government intervention about what credit card providers should be allowed to do or not to do, but I think they've gotten out of hand. What we need is a challenger to come in, and ultimately, I would say we may need a little bit of government intervention here to say, you guys are out of line. This is not protecting our consumers. We need to get back to a real credit card system that does what it should. Strip out all those bells and whistles around it. Let's just make a pure credit card that can help stimulate our economy. I don't buy anything and keep it on a credit card and pay interest. When my clients come in and they have interest they're paying on a credit card, I'm going to look to solve that problem and get it to where they're using a credit card only for the 30 or 60 day cash flow purpose. That's it. There might be a rare case where they got a big order from a supplier, but you should also be working on the payment terms when you sell to somebody if you're selling a product to make sure you're always getting paid before you got to pay that credit card bill if you're buying cost of goods sold and merchant supplies. Look at what you're doing with your credit cards and make sure this really makes sense. Don't get caught up in the ego trap. Don't get caught up in all the rewards. They're not giving you anything that you aren't paying for. So stop using credit cards like they're giving you something. Use them for their intended purpose. Extend that cash flow. Work the system. Extend that cash flow and pay it off in 30 days. Be done with it. And stop paying interest charges on your credit card. That will also give those credit card companies the message, hey, we aren't putting up with this anymore. We're done paying you high interest rates. They're exorbitant for what they're doing. So check out your credit cards. Make yourself a New Year's resolution on some new ways to use those cards efficiently and effectively.